Hey everybody, this is Nate with WellFit Life. I often get asked the question, what is a good stretch routine that I could do? So this stretch routine is going to hit the essentials, which is going to be all through your hips and your upper spine, and it's a really good way to stretch out either after your workout or just in general if you're looking to restore some flexibility. The other thing that we're finding is that this particular stretch routine really helps a lot if you have a sore lower back. So if you do have that, think less about doing rotational stretches and more about doing something like this. So here's the routine. One of the things that we're going to work with a lot is going to be breathing. So as you're doing this movement, don't think so much about seconds of hold. Think more about 5 deep breaths in and out. If you get to the point where you're stretching so far that you feel like you have to hold your breath, then you know that you're stretching too far. So just go through these with me. I'm not going to do the full 5 breaths, but this will give you the full routine. So number 1, I'm going to have you put one leg up, one leg down, and then push forward a little bit. Now what we're looking for more here is a little bit more of centering the joint underneath your hip as opposed to trying to get you to go down here. Because if you watch this, we're looking for your belt buckle to be pointing straight forward. If you get to the point where you feel like you're pushing forward and your pelvis actually starts to roll, that's no longer a hip flexor stretch. That's stretching in your low back and pelvis. So straight up, 5 breaths. And then we'll switch to the other side and do the same thing. 5 breaths. You need to go through a full 5 breaths in this position. After that, we're going to go down to the ground. We'll spin sideways. Now, I'd like to grab a rope, or you can use your leg. We're going to stretch this leg straight up. We'll stretch. So, now if you're watching your bottom leg, this leg down here, if the leg goes like that, you're kind of defeating the purpose of the stretch. So allow your leg to stay mostly there. Then stretch. I like to do one leg and then the other, so we'll do that. Next stretch we'll do is to roll your hip up, so you're going to turn it sideways and then grab onto your knee to give your knee some support, and then pull straight up towards your chest. With it sideways, this is hitting your piriformis. And again, you can stretch as deep as you want to as long as you continue to be able to breathe fluidly. If you start going holding your breath, then the stretch is too far. So go there. Next, we're going to take your knee, we're going to pull it up towards your opposite shoulder so you feel a little glute action. 5 breaths in that position. Next, we'll pull straight to the side, and you're going to see that my spine isn't rotating all the way over. I'm just pulling and we're getting hip. So you can get a little natural rotation here, but not much at all. Then pull slightly down. Same thing. Then we'll repeat with the other side. So again, just to walk through this, this is straight up through the middle. We're towards the opposite shoulder. Down. And I'm sorry I missed one. The last one is that you put your foot here and then allow your knee to fall to the outside so you're hitting your inner thigh. So your hip belt line is going to continue to stay pointed straight up at the sky. Leg is being allowed to drop out. Now let's just hit this other side just to even them out. So my belt line's staying up. It's not falling over here. And next stretch, we'll do your spiral line. So there's a connective tissue that runs all the way from the top of your head all the way down to the tips of your toes. So we're going to bend these knees up 90-degree angle. Hand is going to go here. Other hand is going to go upwards on a diagonal. And I'm looking over my shoulder. We're rotating and extending the spine. Some people find they get a better stretch in this when they extend the bottom leg down. It's all up to you. And most of the stretching here feels like it's coming from your upper spine as opposed to your lower. Do the same on the other side so you can see it from the other side. Flip straight over. I'm not forcing my hand to the ground, I'm just allowing it to fall. Breathing still stays steady. All right, next we're going to sit up. Depending on your hip flexibility, you might actually want to do the stretch on the wall, but for this purposes, I'm just going to demonstrate this one. We're going to tuck this in, foot goes out, toe stays straight up. We're going to reach toward the toe and take your top hand and reach all the way up and over. You're going to feel this through your underneath your armpit here, and then all the way down your side through your lats, into one side, slightly into one side of your low back. Also hamstrings on the left side. 5 breaths here, then we'll switch side and do the exact same thing. So we're here, reach up and over. Now here's the point where you're going to find that you might have a discrepancy in one side versus the other. So you might find that you have less flexibility in one side of your body as opposed to the other side. In my case, I have slightly left on my left side than I do on my right. That means I'm going to spend slightly more time on this side because I want the two to even out. Good. That's finished. The whole routine by the time you're done should take you somewhere between 6 to 10 minutes, and you've done a full body stretch. Hope that helps. Visit wellfitlife.org if you want to see more videos like this or just peruse around the website and go from there. Hope you have a great day.